I was sitting here shuffling my cards, and I was actually going to put them away because I'm getting ready to start working. I'm getting ready to start my day working, and I slept in this morning, but as I was shuffling, the two cards fell out, and it was the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. And I feel like I need to come share this with you because what was on my mind as I was shuffling these cards is that you're going to get a lot of clarity. You're going to be getting a lot of clarity this week about things, and you're going to have aha moments. And, you know, actually I was thinking about something that happened to me this weekend. Some clarity that I got. And it was kind of shocking clarity where I just went, huh? Okay. But then it made some other things make sense. And I'll share that story with you. But you have something that you are... it's either a choice that you're going to make, something that a truth that you're going to speak, and then the clarity is going to come from that truth that you speak. Something that you're meant to, there's something that you're meant to say that is a truth, your truth, that you're going to be called to do, something you're going to be called to say, whether it's to someone online or somewhere. And it's going to bring you clarity in a different area of your life where if you have a choice to make, or if you have something that you're juggling, you have a lot on your plate that you're juggling, you're going to be able to make a decision about something because you're finally going to understand something. Either it's going to be something about yourself, it's just something, and it's a clarity that you were not, it's like clarity that you weren't expecting to get, and it's going to come, and so much is going to make sense for you, Pisces. I will share my story with you because it was a little bit of a shock for me. So my family's from Haiti, and I put on my other channel, you can check it out there, Authentically Her After 40. I posted a video that's been getting a lot of views, and the video was speaking on the fact that I couldn't understand, right? I was born here in the U.S. My parents were not. My parents immigrated a long time ago and became citizens. And I was talking about how I didn't understand, blah, 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 that how Haitians and Latinos voted for Trump, and that look at how sad this is, right? Because that they're getting deported. Look at what's happening now, right? They're rounding them up. Even the ones that weren't illegal that are now being made illegal because their temporary status is being revoked. And I'm like, this is so sad. And you know how people are. People don't care. And, you know, I'm a Pisces, so I always see, well, it's going to make me cry. I always see two sides of the coin, right? And at the beginning, I mentioned that I saw both sides. Like I could see why people voted for him. And it's maybe because I'm not hateful. You know, as Pisces, we're not hateful. We don't hate anybody. We don't, you know, but the thing is that it's really important to us to make the right decision for you, for what you think is right, right? And for me, it was important when I voted, you know, and I normally don't come out and talk about my vote, and I didn't vote or not vote for someone because I like them personally, or people always talk about, oh, that person was charismatic, so I voted for them. No, I really voted on the issues that I really felt mattered to me and my family and others that I thought, because I also took into consideration others that would be affected, and being that my family were immigrants, my family immigrated here and were running themselves when they left Haiti. They were running from a dictatorship at the time. and for a better life. And, you know, that afforded me the ability to be here in the United States, to have a better life. Like, I was like, how can I vote to take that away? But that's one part of it, right? And then the other side of the coin, right? The Two of Pentacles is that, you know, Trump has some policies that are, depending on where you are in your life and what you're doing, that people really see as good for business. And it really is. He has some policies, like he's pro crypto, right? Like, and if you're into crypto, that's good for you. So why would you vote against that, right? Why would you want to vote against that? But at the same time, there's a lot going on. And I'm not here for a political discussion. But I'm here to talk to you about the truth that comes out when you speak your truth, right? So from this, you know, of course, people comment, people or don't care. They're like, we don't care that they got deported. I had a few people say they voted for Trump. That's fine. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for or who not to vote for. That's not what I'm doing. But they put in my comments that they were Haitian. They don't care about racism. They don't care about anything. All they care about is when Trump opens up his mouth and says something that hurts their portfolio, because all they care about is their money. They don't care about racism. They don't care about civil rights. And, you know, I saw the comment. I made another video on it, neither here nor there. If you want to check those out, you can on my other channel. But, you know, it just left me dumbfounded. It left me dumbfounded because, you know, Haiti's, and if you guys don't know, you can look. If you don't know where Haiti is in the Caribbean. It's on the other side of the Dominican Republic, and Haiti's been in turmoil. Like they're I think, like, if you look it up, I think they're like the top gang-ridden country now. Like overtake. They can't get it together. They assassinated the president a few years back, their president a few years back, and you know, it's really bad. It's a third world country. Haiti is truly a third. If you don't know anything about Haiti and you look it up, it's a third world country, and you might know about it because the president has made comments about Haiti, right, and Haitians. But you know, when they say that as you find your voice, you speak your truth, that the truth comes to you, like, and you get clarity, your third eye's open, and you see things. When that man, woman, whoever, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, whatever, made that comment, you know, by this morning, all I could think about was, wow, now I get it. I get why Haiti is in the state that it is, right? All they care, like a lot of Haitians, maybe, I don't know, I can't say a lot, but the country's in turmoil, and there's like a lot of what's going on is corruption about money, right? Like, and so it's like, so you mean, like, when I get into a group of people that may, you know, people that look like me, that speak like me sometimes, that, you know, because I speak Creole, I speak French, you know, that's what these people are thinking. They don't care about the people next to them. And they don't care about civil rights, right? Civil rights is not just for people that look like me, people that are my skin color, people that are dark. Civil rights are for everyone. I don't care about civil rights, and I don't care about racism. You know, we know people out there don't care about racism, or they do, but whatever. You know, but I don't care about even civil rights. All I care, and it was like, all I care about is the money. Now I know what's wrong with Haiti. I know why Haiti can't be fixed. It freaking makes sense now. It makes sense to me why Haiti can't be fixed. It makes sense why Haiti can't, you know, if all you care about is the money, honey, we all know that that will get you to nowhere fast. Because that means that you'll do anything to get the money if that's all you care about. If you don't care about the people, you'll abuse people. Look, if you don't know where Haiti is, look it up and see. And so, the thing is that, and I think for you all too, like some clarity is going to come in, and maybe it's going to be like you had somewhere or something like me, like, that you hope could be fixed. And you're going to finally realize why it can't be fixed. Or you're going to realize how it can be fixed. It might be the other way around. Or why it's not being fixed. Or why things are... you're going to realize why things are truly the way they are. That, you may have people sitting near you. And, Pisces, we're dreamers, right? Pisces are dreamers. We like to think that everyone is nice. And it also gave me clarity about why and how I went through so much in my life. Because I always, gosh, I don't even have a word for it. I don't even have a word for it. It's condemnable. You could condemn somebody, I guess, like you condemn a building, it's contemptible. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. That you could be that selfish. This is to the point where people are just like, we just care about our money. We just care about the money. And in the spiritual community, we talk about the money will come. Do the work. Do the work. The money comes. The birthright comes. This comes with when you this all comes, all the pentacles come when you do the work. Because when you do, you can't, Spirit doesn't want you to have all these pentacles and then you're hateful towards other people. And all I could do, I could be hateful, right, towards that person or whoever. I keep saying he, I don't know if it was a he or she. They are a representative of a large part of how the population thinks. Of the people near us. So when you go near someone and you're smiling with them, or you're sitting next to your family members, sometimes, remember, like you had things and you're like, well, why are they behaving that way towards me? Why are they treating me that way? Because they don't care. Sometimes people just don't care. And they talk about removing yourself from circles, removing yourself from people. I get it now. I get it. Would I really want like a family member sitting at a table with me that doesn't care about my civil rights, that just cares about their money? Come on. Right? Even if that's your family member, it's just like, dude, like, what? Do that. Like, what's wrong with you? What planet are you living on? Like, what? Where's your moral compass? There is none. If you are all about the money, you don't have any morals. I'm sorry. I'm not here. It's not my job to pass judgment, but I have to pass some type of judgment to keep myself safe from people like that. I have to do something, because that's ridiculous. That's that's so ridiculous. Two of Wands, it just made me think of like why I want to get away. Why when you talk to certain people, it just makes you see, makes you see like why when you talk to certain people, when you get around certain people, you get that vibe, right? And I'm not that person. I'm not about all the stuff. Yes, I have stuff. I don't flaunt. I'm not into flaunting my stuff. I'm not into flaunting the things that I have. If I have something, it's because I really, really like it and I got it, right? And I'm not into, I'm a pretty humble person. And I try to stay really humble because I think that there comes a certain point where you have enough overflow that you should help others. When your cup is overflowing, what are you going to do with all that overflow if you're not helping others? King of Wands, you can be this. You can be beautiful. You are beautiful, Pisces, but this is, I don't even know. I feel like this is more of a collective reading, guys, today, because I feel like we can all be beautiful, luxurious, powerful, and compassionate, and care. And not just be all about the pentacles, all about the money and the things. How about those people near you? When did we lose that side? When did people lose that side of themselves? Is this country so, I live in America, I'm sure this is not just in America if you're watching me from another country. Like, is this something we're taught? Is this because America's, I feel, is very capitalist. I don't feel it's not very democratic here. It's a very capitalist country, where people are about their bottom line. The structures are about their bottom line a lot here in the U.S. Businesses, whatever kind of structures are all about their bottom line. And then they've turned, we are workhorses that are all about our bottom line, and who cares about the people? Now I know why people get treated, why other people don't have any problems treating people so badly. The Lovers. People need to balance themselves out. A lot of you watching have healed, and you're going to be watching this. We're going to be seeing a lot going on, right? And you're going to wonder why. We have been seeing a lot going on, right? There's Ukraine, there's Gaza, there's, all this stuff going on. Israel, Gaza, Ukraine, Russia, now this. It's like, I think I mentioned in another video, like, when is it that it's like we're gonna have to walk away and let people just, like, find it's almost like you have to walk away and find like-minded people and let people do what they will, burn themselves down, because you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. You can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. And this type of thinking does not end with victory. Six of Wands is in reverse. That kind of thinking doesn't end in victory for anybody. Not for the people that you are against, and not for yourself. Because karma's a bitch, and what goes around comes around. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah. That's what that ends with. That's what this all ends with. Just when you think, right? All I care about is the money. It's like that guy, like, you know what? Like, it's like, I keep saying that guy. I don't know if it was a guy or a woman. That person saying that all they care about is their money. They don't care about civil rights. They don't care. I mean, like, basically, I don't care about anything or anyone. I just care about my money. When you spend your money, do you have to interact with people? Even if it's just the Amazon driver, right? And maybe then you don't either, right? But if you need a return, you're going to have to call somebody or communicate with somebody. If you go to work, you have to communicate with people. You have to interact with people. God will make it look, when people behave this way, God will make it look like they're winning until and then when they look up, they're going to realize 6 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. Their cup, that big cup they thought they had, has spilled over. And there's not even enough to give to themselves. This is what we work towards, right? The Lovers, either, finding that other person, loving your neighbor, being balanced, finding the other person that you can be with for the rest of your life, so that you can be balanced, and also finding that person within yourself that is balanced, that is not just all about the money, that is not, we can't be, we live here on earth, so we can't just be one or the other, like spiritual, or you have it takes, in order to have the victory that people are looking for, you have to care, right? But with Pisces, we got in trouble for caring, right? Because we came here caring for people and they trampled all over us. And last night I found out why. Because literally they don't care about your rights, any of you, and it doesn't even matter. This is not I'm not having a black-white conversation here, right? This is not a black and white conversation, if that's a thing. This is not how much melanin do you have conversation. No, this is a conversation about how now, I used to work in a state. I'm a nurse. I used to work in a state where people, elderly, that I took care of, I did home care. And most of the elderly I took care of were white, right? So guess what? Most of their Medicare was supplemented with Medicaid that is now being cut. Can't I say as a nurse that I'm happy about that? Even if you voted for this, I'm not happy for you. I'm not happy about that, right? I mean, if you are still happy about that, I can't be, because I know what the healthcare system is like. I know how expensive it is, and I have worked it, and I know the care that you're getting ready to lose, because I've done it. I've been that nurse that's taking care of you. It was like a bittersweet, sad moment when I got that message in my comments. And I know we see, as social media influencers, I don't care. Like, people make comments about me or whatever. I know that people are hateful. I know that people hide behind the fact that, that they're on social media to say hateful things. So, I prepared myself for this, so it's not even like I didn't even feel like responding in anger. It just made me sad. It made me sad, but you know what? It also gave me the clarity to see where I need to put my energy, because you can't help someone that doesn't want help. Right? And we keep saying, yes, we can, we want to be the fixers, right? Pisces, like we're always trying to fix everything, and we can see the good in people. But when people are in that mind frame of they don't care about you, they don't care about your rights, they don't care about, you just gotta leave them where they are to deal with the consequences of what they do and what they say. Just let it be. You know? I'll go have my Six of Wands somewhere else. I'll go do it somewhere else. Two of Wands. I'll go have that Six of Wands and turn it up in the upright somewhere else. You know? It's like now you know. It's like now you're gonna know where your victory lies, where to go. Not just, you know, this clarity that you have coming in, Pisces, is not just about when to help someone. You're gonna know exactly where to go. You're gonna know immediately when you walk into circles now that's not for you. This is not, like, you're gonna get that download immediately. Like this no, this is not where I'm gonna spend my energy. And even if it's somewhere where you have to be for a little while, you will immediately withdraw your energy. Right? You'll be there, but you won't be there. You're not going to spend your energy on it. You know how to, some of you know how to do that, and some of you are learning how to do that. It takes a little bit of mastery to be in a situation and just withdraw your energy. I think it's like being on, personally, I think it's like being on social media. Like I said, it's like being here and, you know, knowing that people might make hateful comments and not absorbing that energy, because that's not my energy. That's not mine. You know, you can leave it in the comments, but it's going to stay there. It's not going to bounce. I'm not going to allow it to affect my life and affect who I am. I'm still going to care about people. Right? I'm not pouring my cup over right along with you so you can pick it up. So basically, they want to spill your cup so that people want to spill your cup so they can take it. No, you don't. No one gets to spill your cup anymore and take it. You know? No one gets to do that anymore. This is like, I'm still, this morning, I'm shocked. This is justice. Justice will prevail. Like I said, karma's a bitch, right? Like you can't live in this way and think that, I don't care what you tell me. I don't care how much you have. If this is how you're living your life, it doesn't work. How you going to get more? Because the irony is that you're working to make money that you are going to have to spend more of because of the choices and the decisions and that it's not that what you've saved for your life savings is won't even be enough for these people, will not even be enough for them to survive. Because why? That's karmic justice. Because of decisions that they've made, choices that they've made, and they didn't see it coming because all they cared about was the pentacles. I mean, who am I to tell people how to live, right? But I just know that just caring about the pentacles, I have not seen that work for anyone. And even the people in my life that I've seen that went this way, that went that route and just were all about the money, usually it ended up not working out for them. Because see, you cannot be all about the money and not care about the people next to you. Not give when you need to give, when you're called to. You have to hear the call. Like I said, you're not just going to go out there and give to people who are just trampling your dreams, trying to steal your cup. No, that's not what we're doing. People who don't give a damn about you. That's not what I'm saying, but you know, people are out here in these streets breaking karmic laws, and they don't know it. They're breaking spiritual laws. They're breaking karmic laws. And I don't know. I just thought I needed to say that to some people. Somebody needed to hear that, because, you know, maybe some of you are teetering on, maybe you have relationships in your life where you're just like, why isn't it working? It's not meant to work. It's really not meant to work. It's not meant to work. And the longer you stay and try to make it work, the emptier your cup gets. Like, I mean, like your cup will be dry, because the bottom line is that I don't care what people say out loud when they're around others. I mean, for someone to boldly get on and be like, I'm Haitian, I voted for Trump, that's one thing, your business, fine, right? But then to literally say, I don't care about anybody's rights, I don't care about anything else but my, and literally put, I don't care about anything else but my money. Somebody will eat those words one day, because there won't be any money. How do I know that? I don't know, but that's what I just heard. There won't be any money for people that think like that. There won't be any money. People are going to find themselves feeling like this, all tied up. Well, who put the swords there? At the end of the day, like, you end up putting the swords in your own back without even realizing it when you behave this way. Look at all those swords. Look at how dark the city is. Like, you know. And you thought, like, you thought because, like, you were all about the money, like, you were gonna get away with what? Look at the darkness that people like this leave behind them. See how dark it is back there? The buildings, like, it's daylight outside, right? I've never noticed that before. It's daylight outside. Look at that. There's a crow. It's like an abandoned city. People have abandoned their own spirit out here. This is what you're going to be seeing. This is where you're going to see where people abandon their own spirit. There's some understanding, it might be through me telling you today, that might be something else, The star, Nine of Swords. Yep, the Nine of Swords and the star. Your truth, I'm telling you, your truth is going to resonate with others. You're not the Nine of Swords in reverse. Like, you're like, no, like, I'm not. Like, it's something that you're gonna learn, that's gonna come to you, and you're gonna be like, no, no. I thought this was my burden. I thought this was mine to carry. You're not gonna be worried anymore. You're not gonna. Your sleepless nights are going to be gone. Because you're going to understand exactly what's going. You're going to really understand the ugliness that's out there. The ugliness that you tried to hide that you tried to mask. The ugliness that you saw in people a long time ago, that you tried to mask because you put on the rose-colored glasses to see the best in everyone. You're going to realize, for some people, they just don't want that best. They think what they think is the best. I call it, they're possessed. These people are possessed. They need an exorcism or something. I don't know. but it's not for you to do. They will get a spiritual exorcism. These people will get a spiritual exorcism. Seven of Cups. They're chasing the Cups, and then what play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And this is not me. I just, I just felt like I went from sadness to kind of disgust, right? Because it is sad, but we try to, I'm here for you if you want to help yourself, is what I'm hearing. I'm here for you if you want to help yourself. I'll take my power, my star power, and help you. You take your star power, Pisces, and you help those that want to be helped. Leave the others in their delusion. It's ironic because at one time it was Pisces that was in a delusion. But your delusion was just thinking that it was all sunshine and roses for everybody. And it's not like it can be. Like you exactly, Two of Swords in reverse. Like you're getting ready to, Queen of Swords. You're getting ready to you're taking the blindfolds off. That's it. You're taking the blindfolds off, and Knight of Cups in reverse. Like you're not handing your cup anymore to anyone. You will not hand your cup anymore to anyone who you don't feel deserve it, who spirit tells you doesn't deserve it. And you're going to understand why, because I have a feeling you used to spirit would tell you like, no, that person doesn't deserve it, and you were still like, hey, I still got a cup for you, come on. Like everyone's good, everyone has some good in them, and it's not a bad thing, but you're not doing that anymore. The blindfold is definitely coming off, and you are going to be approaching people with the right energy. Right? You're not in reverse. You're upright. Justice, upright. Justice, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Look at this. This is all swords. Like, this is you. This is what you're going to learn. This is your protection coming in. Divine protection coming in for you. There's something about what you're going to learn. There might be multiple things because, there was the Two of Pentacles there. So you may be getting multiple downloads, right? That might be coming in quick. The Moon, things that are hidden. You're going to be getting multiple downloads of things that were hidden, and these downloads are going to be like, what happened? What he say? What she say? What they do? What? But at the same time, those downloads are gonna be what make you. It's bringing in your divine protection, because as you step out into your power, Pisces, the Moon is you, right? As you step out into this world and you share your star power with people, there's certain things that you need, because you need to understand how to protect yourself. You need to understand when Spirit speaks and says, no, don't do it. Let them you're not going to do it. It might pain you. You might, and it might not. Like, you might get to the point where, like, oh, I get it now. So maybe it won't hurt so bad as it did before when you see people making these decisions that are not for them. You'll just be like, okay, well, it is what it is, right? And you help those that you can, right? This is not you. Just because you're showing up as the Queen of Swords doesn't mean that you lack compassion. It just means that Page of Swords and the Hierophant. Lots of swords out here. I feel like all these swords, like, they're all around you. And the God card, like, this is divine protection. And the King of Cups. And there's your divine counterpart, Queen of Wands. See? See, Pisces? You're like, this information, it's going to be a shocker. This is going to bring more balance for you, which allows you to think clearly, act clearly, speak clearly. Ace of Swords. This is you and your purpose. With divine protection, knowing exactly what you need to do and what you need to say and when you need to do it. And that's been coming through. That's not new. But it's like this. That's what it is. It's like these downloads that you're going to be getting that are going to be a little bit shocking, right? Like I told you, I was shocked, right? Like it was like, and I just felt called to share this with you. But it's going to be shocking, but it's going to bring you, in a weird way, it's going to bring you peace about your purpose and about the things that you're going to need to do, that you're going to have to do. Some of them you didn't think that you would do, that you didn't think you would have to behave this way or do certain things or not do certain things for people. It's going to bring you that peace because you are, after all, a Pisces, right? This is bringing in that balance, King of Cups, for you. It's bringing in the strength that you need. To say no when you need to say no. To move away when you need to move away. To let it be when you need to let it be. Because sometimes it's not going to always be about fixing anything or helping someone. It's going to be about letting it be. Because you know that there's divine. You know you're not just are you divinely protected, but you know that there's justice, there's karma. So you just let it be. You don't have to act or react or do or say anything. You just need to stay in your purpose. I'm just going to pull an oracle card for you to close this out. I'm going to pull... Which one, Ken? pull from this one. This is my mermaid. Let's pull from this oracle. I need one for... That's strange. Look what was in here. The world. The star in the world. I'm speechless. It's like, that's your message. That I'm not even... wow. I didn't even know that was in there. It must have slipped in there. It's like you... I see you going out into this world, speaking your truth, and you are... The more you speak your truth, the more like the clarity comes, and you're going to be seeing the world for what it is. But you're going to have a different perspective, and this is like your new beginning. And you're going out here, because I don't even see the fool out here. You're not out here as the fool anymore. You're no longer on a fool's journey. I mean, we're all on a fool's journey, right? Trying new things, but you're out here doing the things that you know you need to do. You'll hold those dearly that you need to hold. And look, the yin and yang, the balance, look how she's holding that with tenderness. So even when you let go, you'll hold on to the letting go, if that makes sense, with tenderness. Hold on to the letting go with tenderness. Does that make sense? That's what you'll hold on even to letting go with tenderness. Something big. This is something big for you. With the star card here. You are about to be seen like you've never been seen before. It's like Spirit wants you to be seen. It has to do with your truth. It has to do with you speaking. There's something about your truth. Ace of Swords was here. It's something about your truth. These downloads you're going to receive. And no longer letting people play stupid games with you, right? Like, no more. They're gonna have to go do their they're gonna have to go have their, if they want to stay delusional, they're gonna have to go do it somewhere else. It's about knowing what cups belong to you. And they're not allowed, and the thing is that the Seven of Cups was here, Knight of Cups in reverse, you're the King of Cups. I mean, there's some cups here. So you are here, but you are here as a completely different person. Spirit says this is your gift. Speaking of no cups, Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Spirit says this is my gift to you. For being persistent, for being diligent, for learning all the lessons and coming out balanced, upright, upstanding. And understanding the assignment. because I think that's where you are now. Like I just heard like you're understanding. You are finally like you are finally understanding the assignment. And if you don't yet, you are about to understand the assignment. I love you, Pisces. Sign up for my weekly newsletter. The link is in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Whew.